Hello and welcome back to Alice Talks Football, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about how Manchester United / Ole Gunnar Solskjaer can fit Bruno Fernandes and Paul Pogba into the Manchester United midfield, basically in the same system, and getting the best out of both of these players, as Bruno Fernandes and Paul Pogba are similar kind of players, as they're both midfielders but they're both better in attacking midfield positions rather than defensive midfield positions. And with Pogba coming back from injury, it's likely that we're going to play Bruno Fernandes and Paul Pogba together. So Manchester United normally play a 4-2-3-1 system, which means they have one attacking midfielder and two holding midfielders, and Bruno and Pogba in a holding position, they're kind of wasted. So how could Manchester United basically change the system to benefit the team better, and how they could play with both Bruno and Pogba and actually have one of the best Premier League midfields? So make sure to hit that like button and subscribe down below to Alice Talks Football so you don't miss any daily football and Manchester United related content from me. So Paul Pogba is hopefully back from injury soon. Obviously, you know, his injury has been a long time. You know, people are speculating maybe he's playing us around a bit. You know, I don't know what's going on. I know he's back in training and he's driven himself into training for the first time in a while. So I would assume to see Pogba back in the next few weeks. Now, Paul Pogba played for half an hour against Watford when we lost 2-0 to them back in December, and in that half an hour he was the best player on the pitch. We can't deny that. He came on in the number 10 position. He was excellent. While in other games this season where he's been poor, he's been in the CDM position. And Manchester United this season, they play the 4-2-3-1 with two CDMs and one attacking midfielder, which would mean he played Pogba and probably Fred at CDM with Bruno ahead, which is a good midfield, but to be honest, Pogba is kind of wasted defensively. And then the other formation Manchester United play is the 5-2-1-2, which again is two holding midfielders, a cam and two strikers, which means again Pogba is likely, if not Bruno, is likely to be deployed in that defensive position, which I think is a little bit of a waste. So we're going to talk about like how we could adjust the midfield to fit Pogba and Bruno Fernandes in, as they're both like attacking midfielders. I say Bruno's a little bit more attacking than Pogba, but they're both good at their long shots, good at creating chances. They're both similar kind of players, but like, how do we play them together? And I think we need to play them together if we want to get top four. So when Ole first joined Manchester United, the system he played was the 4-3-3 with one holding midfielder. Now that means that when he first came, it was Matic, and then he'd have Herrera and Pogba just ahead. And by Herrera and Pogba, it would almost be like Matic here, Herrera here, Pogba here, because Herrera was a box-to-box, but he was very strong defensive output, kind of like Fred is now, because Fred has definitely massively improved this season. So when Ole first joined the club and he was playing that formation, we got like 9-10 straight wins in a row. It was the best Manchester United ever played, and this formation allowed us to play on the front foot. And with Manchester United this season, we have been way too defensive. We've been way too defensive. We part the bus and we've hit teams on the break. And we've actually found if teams don't come at us, like Burnley, Watford, Southampton, Bournemouth, we struggle because we play so defensively. You know, we have the 4 defenders and the 2 holding players, or the 5 defenders and the 2 holding players, that we can't break down teams. There's no creativity in us, because once we can't counter-attack them or rely on a mistake, we can't score because there's no creativity. And to solve that problem, maybe if we play with one holding midfielder and 2 box-to-box midfielders, with one box-to-box being slightly ahead of the other, maybe in Bruno, we could actually attack teams on the front foot, create chances. Yes, we will concede more, but we will score a lot more, and it would really benefit Pogba and Bruno Fernandes. So Manchester United could play a 4-3-3. Fred would be holding with Pogba's box-to-box and Bruno's box-to-box, but a little bit ahead. And it would give Manchester United the ability, like they did in the first 3 months under Ole before he got the permanent job, to score lots of goals, because that's something we've been lacking. You know, we didn't score for 3 Premier League games in a row. We only scored against Bruges because of a mistake. Chelsea was a bit of brilliance, but we're relying on individual player quality because we're creating nothing because of how defensive Manchester United are playing. And teams like Man City and Liverpool, they play with one holding player and 2 sort of box-to-box midfielders, and it works for them. And I think with Pogba coming back, Manchester United can afford to do that. With Fred in great form, we can also play Matic and McTominay when he is back in the CDM role. But we have 3 CDMs and we can play Bruno and Pogba together. And Man City sometimes do that. They do like De Bruyne, David Silva and then Rodri behind. You know, Liverpool do that as well, but they do like 2 box-to-box in the CDM. And we've seen with Manchester United, because we're not scoring goals, because we're too defensive, it's so boring to watch. And with Ole most likely gone, I think with Pogba and Bruno in the same team, you might as well change it up. Play Fred in CDM and the 2 players ahead, because again, we can still counter-attack teams like that, but it gives us the ability to be more creative on the attack, create more chances and score more goals. Yes, we might concede more because we are less defensive, but we have an £80 million centre-back, a £50 million right-back. Luke Shaw I actually think has been in great form, and Bailly's back. So we don't need to worry too much about the defence. So basically that is how I think Manchester United should play, how they should implement Bruno Fernandes and Paul Pogba into the same system, because I like Ollie, but I don't like the football he plays, and I'm fed up with this defensive, boring football that I just want to see him play how he did in the first 3 months, and I'm pretty sure most people do. But make sure to hit that like button and subscribe down below to Alice Talks Football so you don't miss any daily football content from me. But that is how I think Manchester United should line up with Paul Pogba back. Let me know your opinions down in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching. See you next time.